Hello, hello, this is Thrassoss, and welcome to episode 5 of my FTB Resurrection Let's Play. Alright, I have a lot in store for this episode, so let's get started. First a quick recap. Last episode I built a forestry multi-farm for trees. Give myself a huge wood supply. I kind of leveled it off a little bit, kind of connected it up here. I don't have it running anymore, it's simply because I've got a ton of wood and stuff out of it. I don't need to keep feeding it resources quite yet. Let's head underneath here and see how it's going. Alright, so far so good. I have half a dozen stacks of wood, some apples. I'm really using apples as my main food source right now because of this. I'm just using Buildcraft pipes. They're simple for early game. I'd move both of my hobbyist steam engines up here, connected them up. It takes a while for them to get going, but once they do, they really move this thing along. I'd certainly recommend if you need an early game power source to raid some towns to get that started. As you can see here, I'm pulling out everything that it produces. Comes out of the hatch here. Got a wooden Buildcraft pipe, stone transport pipe, and it all dumps into that chest there. Right now, I'm hoping to set up a little bit of automation with this. Right now, I am manually dumping water into here and manually putting fuel sources in here. So that's a little problematic. It's good for a little bit bursts of resources, but to get this sustainable, I'll have to end up getting some diamonds to make the diamond sorting pipe from Buildcraft. But I can make it semi-automated by adding an aqueous accumulator here, and then piping the water both into these two steam engines, and in the back here to the forestry multi-farm farm valve. So that'll supply water for all three of those there. I'll get started on that. That'll probably be my first thing I build this episode. And then I am wanting to clear out some of this here. And since I'll have one aqueous accumulator here, I'm probably going to start into the Gregtech Bronze Age and get a line of machines here getting fed water out of that aqueous accumulator. Just to kind of limit the expense of building two aqueous accumulators. Plus I kind of like having the industrial look in here with all the pipes and all that. So that is what I will get started doing. If you guys remember, last episode I was kind of showing around different veins, mined into that mine shaft over there, ended up getting a bunch of tin up there. I ended up pointing out that there was an iron vein right there. You see it, the bookmark on my screen. Well, I ended up getting over there. I was running low on iron anyway. I wanted to mine out that vein just so I could make that aqueous accumulator. This is the size of some of the Gregtech veins. It might take a while to find some of them, but this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 full stacks and some partial stacks of various ores that produce iron. Each one of these can just get straight thrown in a furnace to get smelted down into one iron ingot, or you can macerate it and produce 2 crushed iron to go through the process of ore doubling. I'm pretty sure these take a double maceration. You have to run that through. Smell it down. Yeah, you have to. I'm pretty sure you have to macerate it twice in order to actually get the ore doubling. So I'm going to just furnace up some that I need for the aqueous accumulator, but the rest of it I am going to leave in a box. So once I get later on in this episode, I will start into the Bronze Age of Gregtech, so I can start macerating some of this stuff, so I can get even more iron. Alright, for an aqueous accumulator, we're going to need a pneumatic servo, 2 iron, 2 glass, and a redstone. What else? A machine frame. Which requires a tin gear. And a bucket. And that should be it. Bronze gear. 2 copper gears. What's the recipe for that? Hopefully, okay. Cool. I was afraid I'd have to use up even more iron. There we go. I also grabbed that work table that I'd used, that I'd made in an earlier episode. I'm going to plop it down up here so I can have a convenient crafting station up here. So, let me cut back after I get this set up. Okay, well, I'm out exploring again. In my haste to build all the aqueous accumulator and all that stuff, completely overlooked the fact that I don't have any cactus stuff. And you need cactus in order to make waterproof pipes to pump liquids. So, I'm going to need to find a desert or cactus of some kind in order to continue with this project. Alright, I'm cutting back in here. Man, that took forever. Let me just show you the map here. Center it on myself. I ended up going out thinking, well, I just gotta find a desert biome real quick. For some reason, I was also thinking that maybe cactuses sometimes grow on beaches, but I'm thinking I'm just wrong about that. I ended up starting here at my base, going west, thinking, oh, I'll explore a little bit more of this continent I'm on now. Going west through here, crossed here, down through here, took to the water, started going north across the shoreline here, up further, took back to the shore here, cut back east. I remember there being a desert way back where I came through. Cut clear across the continent here, back through here, onto the water, back onto the shore, across this land, back onto the water, and then clear over to this desert before finding a single cactus. And then I sailed back here. Okay, so long story short, if you happen to come across the rare, not necessarily rare, but biome-specific resource that you can plant later, if you're out exploring, it probably would behoove you to pick that up. So, I got half a dozen or so cactus, haven't planted over there. Watering Candom, I'll run over there just to show you. You can, they have to grow in a catty corner pattern. Like, you can't place them side by side. You have to place them catty corner from each other, and they have to be on sand. But after that, you can just water them like any normal plant. They grow probably about the speed of a normal plant, so it just takes a little bit standing here watering them to get them to grow. Kind of hoping one would pop up. There you go. So they grow about the speed of normal plants. But of course, if they're only in one biome, you might have to go a ways before you find one. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and sleep and get back to crafting. Alright. To craft wooden pipes, wooden transport pipes, you need two wooden planks and a glass. To craft stone transport pipes, you need 2 smooth stone and a glass. The difference being with Buildcraft in general, you need a wood pipe or one of the derivatives of the wood pipes, either wooden kinesis pipe or a wooden fluid pipe, in order to draw whatever it is out of a thing. Here I have just a normal wooden transport pipe pulling items out of my multi-farm. Here I have a wooden kinesis pipe pulling power out of my hobbyist steam engines, and here I will have a wooden fluid pipe pulling water out of this aqueous accumulator. So your first step of any kind of Buildcraft pipe system will usually be some kind of wooden pipe pulling whatever it is out of something. To do the kinesis pipes, I can't remember if I had this before or not. You need the transport pipe, which is kind of the base piece, plus a redstone gets you the kinesis pipe for both wooden and stone and all the other kinds of pipes. To get the fluid, you need the wooden and a pipe sealant. Pipe sealant, I used a furnace to turn the cactus into cactus green, and then I craft cactus green, just a single item in a crafting grid, to get pipe sealant. And pipe sealant on any kind of pipe gets you that fluid pipe. So I need to craft up some more of the stone transport pipes. Bam, bam. And that's all I have materials for right now. That should be enough to get me started. Got 4 of them. Let's see here. Should be in line. Just short. So I'm gonna go out there and keep watering my cactus garden to get more of these. I'd actually forgotten that sometimes you need a redstone engine to pull, sometimes you don't. With most structures that have an inventory, unless that block or unless that multi-block specifically is designed to export, then you usually need a redstone engine or some kind of power to get the wooden pipe to pull inventory items out of that item's inventory here. But with the thermal expansion aqueous accumulator, setting up the configuration of it gets it to automatically attempt to export it, so you don't actually need the redstone engine to pump it out, because the block itself handles that. Alright, I got this setup done here, or at least initially done. I got all the stone fluid pipes crafted. Instead of taking them up over top like I was going to, I just decided to take them underneath, a little bit cleaner looking that way. As you can see, full of water, full of water, full of water. Awesome. So, with that done, I think I need to head outside and begin crafting up some bronze. Alright, I am just finishing making up my bronze plates. I have gotta make a furnace. So it's a furnace, 2 bricks, and 5 bronze plates. That gets me a small coal boiler. Awesome. Alright, I'm getting ready to craft up some of the pipes that I'll use for my steam. Let me just start off with this. Show you what I figured out so far. See, I can use either bronze or, in this case, copper for these. The difference being the bronze one can handle a higher temperature. The copper ones, see that it says heat 2000K. The copper ones I'm crafting up will only be able to handle 1000. Here they are. Oh no, that's copper wire. Copper pipe, here we go. The difference between these is the different crafting recipes is just the arrangement of the tools. You see this one, 6 copper with a wrench on top, hammer on the bottom, gets you 6 copper pipes. The next larger one is wrench on the bottom, hammer on top, and it only gets you 1 large. Both the largest one here and the smallest one require an extruder to make, and these other 3 are just the arrangement of everything, and the tool order, whether the wrench is on top or the hammer's on top. So I don't really need the bigger stuff. I don't really need to prepare for it. But, you know, I don't need to make the heavier infrastructure, since by the time I'm upgrading, I'll certainly have enough resources to make this a lot more efficiently. So I'm just going to grab 6 of those. I'm going to head back inside. Alright, I set down my coal boiler, put down a few copper pipes, and hooked up the stone fluid pipe. And I can see the water going into it now. Awesome. One negative thing I found while I was crafting up stuff. Looking at the steam macerator, which is the Bronze Age Gregtech macerator. Let me find it here. Compressor, forge hammer, boiler, furnace. Steam macerator. Here it is. In order to craft that, I need 2 diamond. So, I'm going to have to take a quick break and go on a mining expedition into the bowels of the earth looking for diamonds in order to craft this. So, wish me luck. I am off. Alright, just like last time, I went down to about the level I wanted. Got down to about Y level. Came down to about Y level 10. Started mining around. Noticed a what looked like a open chasm off to one side. So I mined over to it, and sure enough, it's an open creeper bad. What's shooting me? Where are you at? Ah, up there. So mine down to Y level 12. Got in here, and I'm just looking around for diamonds. Just cutting back in. That first cavern way over there, I didn't find anything. I went to one cavern past that, still didn't find anything. Came back the other way on the other side of that, stairwell that I'd been kind of mining around, and I found what looks like a diamond ore deposit. Right there. I don't know what nickelite is. I can mine it with a stone tool. Let me check it out. Nickelite. What does it give you? I don't know. Tiny pile of diamond dust anyway. It's something related to diamond. I'm just going to... Ooh, not harvestable with stone tools. I will... Luckily, I brought a ruby pickaxe with me. I'm going to mine out this entire section and get back to you guys. Alright, I continued exploring around in that same area, hoping to get a little bit more. I only ended up with 5 diamond ore out of that vein. So I kind of looked around a little bit more, and there is another, looks like a small vein over here. So I'll mine that out as well, and hope for the best. Alright, that second vein was much, much better. I'm up to 20 diamond ore now, so that means that second vein contained 15. So that's much, much nicer. One thing I wanted to note is that it seems best to peel back at least 2 layers of stone after the last ore you find, because there was a couple of times where I'd mine out, like to say right here. I'd pick up a diamond ore here or some ore there, nothing there, and then I'm mining through it. Oh, that looks like the last ore. Well, when I peel back another layer, there's another ore here. So this was probably started off half the size of this cavern here. I just kept, peeling back more and more stone to reveal more ore. So make sure to dig thoroughly when excavating, rarer resources. Alright, 2 hours of mining later, and I have 20 diamonds. So I only need 2 of them for the steam macerator, so I'm gonna try to figure out what to do with the other 18. Let's see, to start off, I'm going to need, to build the steam macerator, I'm going to need 4 of these small bronze fluid pipes. There we go. And let's see, steam macerator. 4 of them, 2 pistons, 2 diamonds, and a bronze hull. That bronze hull is just 8 plates and a hammer. Okay. Nope, that's copper. I'm gonna have to mix up some more bronze. Alright, I think I got everything now. Steam macerator. Haha. And there we go. Let's just run in here and see. Plop this baby down and check her out. Ooh, man. Boiler. 3,368 pages of recipes at 2 recipes per page, so just shy of 7,000 recipes with the thing. So that looks promising. I'm going to cut away a little bit and let this build up power. Ah, here it goes. This is a pretty noisy machine. See that working here, and let's see what it outputs. Not exactly fast. Alright, so it got me 2 crushed yellowite. And it's processing 1 more yellowite. So that'd be about what I expect. Now once this finishes processing 2 more, I'm going to dump this in and see if I get 4 of the... 4 of the dust. Of the next stage of dust. Here we go. Yeah, that's a pretty loud machine. It doubles on the first go round, and then it doubles it into the crushed. But the crushed you cannot automatic process. It automatically processes into just 3 nuggets rather than 1 ingot. So you can macerate it again, and then that is how you get the 1, it makes it into the impure pile, and that's how you get the 1 iron ingot. Alright, this was a pretty eventful episode. Took me a while to shoot everything, took me forever to find those diamonds. But we got the aqueous accumulator made, water ran to everything that needs it in there. Ended up getting way more diamonds than I actually anticipated finding, so I'm probably going to be set on diamonds for at least a while. I'll probably be able to really advance my plans on like automation, diamond sorting pipes, and that, and I might even get into some kind of computer craft type thing. I'll have to look into that and research it between episodes. Okay, thanks for watching. Remember, like or subscribe if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I appreciate any feedback you guys give me. Thanks. Bye.